I'm Anjali and I want to share my love of spices with you. I grew up in a kitchen full of exotic aromas and ingredients. I started cooking when I was super young and I always use my spice tin to add a little bit of excitement into everything that I make, which is usually recipes from around the world. You don't need every spice imaginable to cook something amazing. Just a few key ones and you can create something really quick and full of flavour. I always love to cook recipes that are vibrant and always incredibly fresh. Today I'm going to show you a recipe which I love, which is king prawn and coconut fry. So it borrows flavours from the south of India, flavours which are absolutely amazing. So it's black pepper, it's curry leaves, it's very quick. So I'm going to put my hob on right now. So I'm trying to do everything the same size so it all cooks at the same time. I've got a red chilli as well going in there, which I'm going to take the seeds out so they're not too crazy hot. Now I absolutely love garlic. I'm just going to bash these to get them out of their skins. And I'm also going to be putting in a few spices to make this dish really lively. So I always put spices in most things that I eat, that's how I grew up. And so I just want to put in a dried red chilli with the seeds, and you need to listen out for those seeds to make sure that it has got heat in there. Give that a bit of a rip. Get those seeds out, I don't want to lose those. And then I'm going to be putting in some black pepper. You've got to think of spices as coffee. If you're going to grind it fresh, it's going to be a lot better than if you have something that's stale that's already been ground a long time ago. And olive oil a little bit too strong, so I always use vegetable oil if I'm going to be cooking with a lot of other great ingredients. I'm going to put in some cinnamon, lovely flavour in there, and also some bay leaves. Smell delicious. And you can see they're already sizzling now. We're ready to put in our mustard seeds. They're going to start to sizzle. These are the seeds that jump out of the pan. And then I've got my black pepper and my chilli. So just looking at this pan just reminds me of growing up, of when I was young, going in the kitchen and seeing what my mum was doing. And it was this kind of cooking that made me really excited about getting in the kitchen. Let's put in all of these wonderful ingredients. We're already starting to change colour. I can smell all those wonderful aromas. That's one thing that I love about spices. Everything is so exciting when you cook with spices. Pop in my curry leaves. Now these you can get in most stores now. You get it in supermarkets, you get it in Indian shops. Smell amazing. Very popular in South India as well. And then also some toasted coconut. I'll give it a really good stir. They're already starting to break down, they're already starting to colour, which is exactly what I want. And I'm ready now for my prawns. Now these are prawns with the tail on. I've also kept the shell on. And if you go to the supermarket, you can pick whatever you want. As long as they're raw, it doesn't really matter how they come with shells or without shells. But I like it with the shells because it adds a little bit of flavour into the dish. And actually some of that juice that you've got in the pan as well seeps into the shell and makes everything really tasty. And I'm just waiting for these to change colour. So I'll quickly season it. A little bit of sea salt. And then good squeeze of honey. And I'm also going to be putting in a lime, and that's going to give a little bit of sourness just at the end. So this is super quick. I mean, you can come home, make this on a weekday when you're really, really tired. 10 minutes, full of flavour. And all the prawns have changed colour now. It's ready. Heat off. Sprinkle our fresh coriander. And they're all essential. A bit of a zing, a bit of lime. It's going to create a little bit of sourness into my dish. So I've got sweet, spicy, sour, salty. Absolutely perfect. Couldn't imagine anything more tasty. So here is my king prawn and coconut fry. Smells amazing, and I'm going to serve it to my friends. I've got them coming round.